Beware working with creative types, that's all I'll say. Right, okay, we've got any questions from the audience this evening? This is where I'm going to have to put my glasses on. This is where you guys are going to have to be brave. Right, there's a lady down there at the front. Let's get a microphone under her nose. Well, let's get your microphone up and then we'll be able to hear you. Sorry, darling.
Hello, James. I've just got a query about your brace I can see you're wearing, whether you've injured your teeth or whether you've never been happy with them.
After calling my fiancée Kirsty earlier, I'm going to need another brace on after that. My wisdom teeth came through and knackered the whole system up inside there, and unbelievably the dentist said there's not enough room in there for another 2 teeth, and my mum thought there was plenty of room in there for another 2 teeth at least, and so I had to have 2 teeth removed and a whole brace situation on. I get them off in 4 weeks and 3 days, and I am literally counting the days. I've had them on for 13 and a half months now, nearly 14 months, and if anybody had braces in here, these train tracks? Jesus Christ, are they annoying. Especially when they tighten them up each month, once a month. And then when you eat anything, you're half an hour picking all the crap out for half an hour. And it's just a horrible experience. So, I hope nobody ever gets a wisdom teeth through and have teeth removed, because it is a bit of a nightmare.
It's that awful thing when you go, jalfrezi. Yeah. Right, another question from the audience, please. Just stick your hands up nice and... Oh, we've got a few. Okay, let's go with this lady down here at the front, please.
Hi, James. How much do you miss the competitive motorcycling racing world?
It was really tough. If you followed me, thank you very much for your support. But I apologise for being off the radar a bit. But all I've done is lock myself in a studio, and I want to write this album because I put as much effort now into music as I did with racing, and that's just for one reason really, because it's so tough not to race anymore. As you can see, with the wrist as it is, I can't ride properly. I've not ridden a road bike since, just because it's too tough to actually ride on a motorbike again. There'll be one day where I get back on a motorbike, but I've not rode a motorcycle since, it has been really, really tough. But I've got, I had Katie and I had the music to just fall back on. And if I can do it if I can do music and perform music on a similar level to racing, it'll fill the void, and I'm lucky to have that. But it's been horrible, yeah, because I loved it. And the only thing I loved about racing, this is the first time I'm talking about racing this weekend at Silverstone. Don't tell the guy I'm the tenor. I'm still at Brands for the guy with the tenor. But this weekend on Sunday is the first time I've even talked about it. And so it's a big thing this weekend to be at the race meeting talking about it, because it has been tough.
Can we turn her microphone back up again? She's got something more she wants to say.
All right. I was just going to say good luck with the record for Marco Simoncelli found. All the best.
Yeah. Okay, we've got more questions further at the back. There's a man who's making eye contact with me. Go on, let's stick in that direction. Let's see if we can wander through the crowd. This guy down here with the 2 white stripes. There you are.
Thank you very much. And it's a question to James. And obviously, James, you had the natural talent and the natural ability to be a 2-time world champion. But what I would like to know is how big a part was the psychological factor, that self-belief and that confidence that drove you to be a 2-time world champion?
With your tone, I thought that the whole thing was going to be a sarcastic. Did anybody else think that? Especially when you went, how big? I thought, here we go. Here's one for Katie, I thought. Luckily, a few things happened when I was younger. We all go through tough times as kids, and I had a few really difficult bereavements in my life, just at a real pivotal point, and that sparked a fire. And I think most people go through it, but luckily I had something to filter it into, and that was motorcycle racing. If I wasn't, I think I'd have got into quite a lot of trouble. But when that fire was lit inside me, from what had happened, I just got on a bike and rode it like I nicked it. And with the natural talent I had at riding, sometimes my ambition was, overshadowed my talent sometimes, and it hurt. But that's where it came from, really.
For those times when you had those private moments when you doubted yourself, but when you doubted yourself, you came through those times, those quiet times, those and you
Yeah, I think we all have a bit of doubt in us at different stages. But as soon as the doubt comes, then the other voice shouted even louder, why not? And that's all I did through my whole career. I went from a piano player to a motorcyclist, and then I started to be like in Superbike, BRG and Bayliss and all the greats, and then I had an opportunity to go to MotoGP, and I was like, well, why can't I beat Valentino Rossi, and why can't I beat Danny Pedrosa and Casey Stoner, and I just tried my all and gave it my best and see where it got me, and it got me to the pinnacle, which is nice, but it did take a lot of time and effort and a complete life dedication, because motorcycling is a physical sport, so you have to train. When you have to train, you have to watch what you eat and sleep. So when your whole life is physical on your job, then you've got to eat, sleep, and drink it.
What was your diet when you were a world champion?
At the race meeting, I'm a big porridge fan. Porridge in the morning. Even now, porridge is up there with it. But it's, when you train really hard. I mean, I'm talking in the gym, training maximum, where it's horrible, where you're just about spewing up after each session. And so it was pretty tough. But with that, you've got to take the right amount of carbohydrates and all the rest of the boring stuff that you do with personal trainers. But you can eat, when you train that hard, you can pretty much eat what you like, really.
Right, just stick with a shot of that guy over there and put that microphone back under it. What's your name, sir?
My name is Alan.
Alan, I think you're fantastic. You asked every single question as if it was a political question. And I was waiting for you to turn around and say, James, what do you think the big problem is with the economy right now?
I'm a very well-educated person.
Obviously. It was like watching Sky News. But at the very beginning, you said he asked the first question with this kind of...
I wouldn't say Sky News. I would say it's more like David Dimbleby and Question Time.
Okay, more like Breakfast with Frost. But the way you asked that first question, I loved it because it was like he was going to start stripping and then there'd be a T-shirt underneath saying, all politicians are pricks or something. You could have really spiced this up tonight. All right, okay, we've got a question from Linda. Linda says... will you play at the Marco Simoncelli Stadium?
At the Marco Simoncelli
Stadium, they're talking, aren't they, about renaming? Well, this is what I've heard. They're talking about renaming one of the racetracks in Italy after Marco. Am I right on this? This is the rumor. I'm not sure if it's been announced yet.
Well, obviously Marco was from the Misano area, and I've just heard that it's going to be Misano circuit that they're thinking about. And yeah, I mean, we were talking about one corner, but why not? Let's name the whole bloody track after him. So great.
Right, guys, I think we're out of time. Thank you so much. Look, these two have been fantastic, haven't they? Big round of applause. And we're going to hear the music now, which is the really exciting thing in the evening. Thank you to all of you for asking the questions. Thank you to all of you at home as well for putting them in our direction. Much appreciated. And we're going to get the band on stage. Entertain us.
We're going to play for the first time ever. James is going to join us on stage to do Rise Again at the end of the set tonight. So it's something really special. It's going out to Italy, to Spain. I know the Simoncelli family are watching tonight, so it's a really special thing for us to do. And thanks for being a part of it. We'll see you with the music.
Ladies and gentlemen, James Toseland and Martin Finnegan.